The third quarter was not going well. I got run out of there. It got to 10, but they kept the group together. Getting Sheppard in the game was a great move because it brought an energy that we needed. And then look, it's this in large part. I mean, I got run out because I didn't like what I was seeing out there at all, not one bit, and I'll leave it at that. That's pretty obvious. But they made more plays and more shots, and we had some great looks, that didn't go down tonight. But there are some things that we have to do much better headed into the game on Thursday, and I'm not going to get into what those are.
What did you think of Siakam's home debut? How he was able to play for you guys?
Yeah, Siakam's a good player. He's going to be very consistent. He's gonna bring something very valuable to almost every element of our game, offensively and defensively. And when Tyrese is back, it will enhance his game even more. But right now, we're very lucky to have him with Tyrese out because he can do a lot of things that can help us.
You mentioned having Sheppard in. Obviously, in that fourth period, you hold them to 21. I think they were at, what are they at per possession? 1.01 with a lineup of Nembhard, Sheppard, Nesmith, Siakam, Turner for the most part. I mean, just what Pascal's done to allow you to have a complete defensive lineup. How helpful has that been? But just in general, how much did you like just the overall defensive effort of that group in the fourth?
Yeah, it's defense is important. I don't know where we are since Christmas. We were 17th a couple of days ago. After tonight with 114, we may be 16th or something like that. But we were 30th, and so we've played bigger defenders, better rebounders, et cetera, and our emphasis on it is not gonna waver. So guys that consistently go that hard get everybody's attention.
As far as just being able to match up, you mentioned the size being a big piece of it. I mean, you can put Aaron at the 3 now as opposed to him, kind of giving up a lot of size in the 4. I mean, just how much do all the matchups seem to just make more sense in terms of being able to put on guys that they can kind of match up with?
What do you mean, like just?
As far as having Pascal, he can guard. Having a guy who can guard 4s that he's going to be kind of even with. I mean, Aaron gets to guard guys that are, more perimeter oriented 1s, 2s, 3s, as opposed to having to defend a lot of 4s and 5s.
Yeah, having the size to match up, man for man, makes a big difference. Look, we know Miles is a hell of a defender. Moving Aaron from 4 to 3 helps. Our 2 spot has been pretty fluid this year, and but we've had in a lot of the games since Christmas, we've had either Buddy, who's a much improved defender in there, or Bruce Brown or Nembhard, who are both kind of defense first guys. So look, defense is going to be a theme for us. I mean, it's going to continue to be a big theme, and our game's looking different right now offensively. We're not getting the threes up that we were, and some of that is obviously not having Tyrese out there, and some of it is some adjustments I think that we can make to get some better looks.
I think after the last one against Denver, you said that it just came down to the greatness of Jokic and of Murray. I guess it was kind of the same situation again, seeing just the plays that guy can make that are different than other people can.
I mean, the two defining plays of the game were the 3 at the end of the first half and the 3 that put the game away. And he's much more aggressive to look for those shots. And there's just like zero hesitation on him. We were up on a couple of them, and he hit them right over. So those are great players making great plays, and we needed to make a few more shots. So that's where it was.
You mentioned some of the open looks at the end of the game that didn't go down. Just what did you think of Siakam and the way he set up some of those open threes that didn't happen to go in?
Yeah, that's an area where Pascal can help us. His drives and his post-ups are gonna draw attention, and he get the ball right out. on time, on target, in rhythm to a couple of shooters. And look, sometimes you miss, you know. But from a process standpoint, you know, the fouling became an issue again tonight. We got to work on that. You know, with Embiid coming in here on Thursday, I mean, there's a different set of problems we'll have to deal with. But it's all stuff that gets you excited to compete. So that's where it is.
You talked about Pascal showing the young guys how to compete, how to pay their dues. What do you think about Ben Sheppard and the confidence he might have gained just by bringing it defensively and obviously responding offensively as well in the fourth quarter?
Yeah, I mean, every time he goes in any game, whether it's a Mad Ants game or a Pacers game or, you know, a pickup game, you know, somewhere in Nashville, I mean, the guy plays the same way. He's you know, he's a relentless competitor. His energy is boundless, and he brings an exuberance to the game that helps the team. And you know, he was terrific in the game at Phoenix. You know, I thought it was really terrific in the Sacramento game and again tonight. So you know, he's making a case for more minutes.
Couldn't get it done late. What was key to that comeback, and why do you feel like you couldn't finish it in that last 3 minutes?
Yeah, I mean, I just think we turned up the pressure offensively and defensively. Ben Sheppard, I'm very proud of him. Gave us a spark, and I mean, that's how you got to play. And just to see him do that and get the crowd into it, very happy for him, and big-time minutes from him tonight.
How much does it adjust what everyone is doing, not just the new player, when there is an infusion of new talent and even some going out that you have to adjust to on the fly in the middle of a season like this?
Yeah, I mean, 82 games, you know, you just have to be ready for anything. Guys could go down at any moment, and, you know, I say this all the time, it's just the next man up, and that's how, I mean, we're professional athletes. That's what you get paid to do, to stay ready, and when your number's called, go out there and do your job.
What have your impressions been of Siakam through 3 games and then again tonight?
Unbelievable. I mean, I've played against him for a number of years now. He just brings a different element and dynamic to our team, and you know, his ability to shoot the mid-range and make the 3 when he's open and get to the rim, and give us length on defense as well. It gives us another dynamic, and we're excited to have him and take this thing to the next level.
To stick on the defensive point, how does he change what you guys can do? Not just what he's capable of individually, but the way it changes the matchups. It allows Aaron to guard somebody that's closer to his size. It seems like it kind of evens everybody out. What is his kind of total impact on team defense for you guys?
Yeah, I mean, I think you just said it right there. It gives, you know, our best on-ball defenders the ability to guard someone their size or maybe smaller, and you know, just the switchability part, having him being able to switch onto guards and not having to worry about him getting blown by. He's an elite defender, and you know, can take our defense to the next level.
How important is he he can be a secondary ball handler at 6'8". I mean,
yeah.
How important is it to have that as an option when you got that much size who can handle, you know, bring the ball up if you have to, pass like that, all those points?
Yeah, I mean, he's elite. There's so many things that he's able to do. I mean, I've mentioned a lot of them, not only defensively but offensively. You know, he can stand out and hit an open 3, but his ability to be able to bring the ball up the floor, make passes like he did tonight to the corners, he's just an unreal basketball player, and excited to have him.
Just one more on Siakam. What do you notice out of just kind of his presence in crunch time, the way that he gets attention from the defense, and what that sets up for the rest of you guys?
Yeah, it just sets up open shots. He's won a championship, and he's played at the highest level in this league for a long time. So he's seen all different kinds of matchups. He knows what to expect, and he makes the right play. I mean, that's the best part about him. He's a great teammate, but when he's out there and he sees the game so well, you know, he's not going to force anything. He makes the right play, and that's good for us.
There was a possession in the fourth where he got switched on to Jamal Murray and held him to a shot clock violation. How much does maybe that moment just encapsulate what he can bring to this team with length, defense, energy, and maybe just getting it going even when he's not scoring a ton in that moment?
Yeah, I mean, when you can switch onto a Jamal Murray type player and bother him with length, and you know, he's not able to shoot over him. That's elite. And holding him to a shot clock like he did, getting the crowd into it, like I said, he has the ability to take our defense to another level.
And last one, I saw Tyrese pretty animated tonight. Obviously, he's going to get better, going to be out there soon enough. But what does it mean to just – can you feel like, okay, we're right there, we're going to get our group, and maybe what's that energy like when you see him wanting to join what you all were able to do tonight?
I mean, that's who Ty is. He's a vocal leader, and he's happy for every guy 1 through 15, and the confidence that he instills in everybody. When your franchise guy is like that, it's easy to go out there and play your game. He's obviously who he is as a player, but who he is as a teammate is, I mean, it's incredible. One of the best I've been around.
Pascal, you're now 3 games in with this Pacers team. What have kind of your impressions been, and how did that carry into tonight's game as well?
I think, I think a lot of good things. Obviously, you know, it's kind of hard to look at it. It's like, you know, we lost 3 in a row, so it's tough to see the good things, you know, with that. But, you know, I thought, you know, all those games we played pretty well. Like tonight, we had solid effort by everyone. And I thought, you know, the third quarter, the game kind of got away a little bit. And we had to crawl back. But so far, I like, you know, the personnel that we have. You know, seems like the guys, you know, like they care about wanting to win. And I think for me, that's the most important, you know, just being in an environment where at the end of the day, like we want to give everything that we have to get wins. And, you know, it's a lot of encouraging things. There's a lot of things that we can get better at. And, you know, I think, again, it's going to be a combination of just understanding those things and just once we do understand them, you know, just go out there and correct them.
First time being traded in mid-season nonetheless. What's kind of that adjustment been like for you, and where do you feel like you still need to catch up or regain with this team?
Yeah, it's been tough. I mean, I think the first 2 days the trade happened, I don't think I slept at all, you know, and then I had to play that game. And then, you know, going to Phoenix. I mean, I think before that with the Raptors, we was on the road and we just came back. And, like, it's been crazy, yeah. I think I'm doing my best and obviously just trying to stay ready and get ready every game. And I think that, again, something that I've never been through. And I have to continue to adjust as I go. But, you know, the guys here have been unbelievable, just, you know, kind of like helping me through everything, you know, from everyone, literally, like from, you know, like the Chads to, you know, the equipment manager. Like it's been great. And I'm grateful for that. And I think, again, for me, I'm gonna have to continue to learn and I'm gonna get better. And just finding ways to help the team. Find ways where I can be more aggressive or you know, I think it's just like a feel and I have to continue to work on that.
You guys obviously held them to 21 points in the fourth, and obviously there's a lot of firepower on that team.
Yeah.
Had a pretty strong defensive line about there. What did you like about what you guys did defensively, and how are you getting used to what you can do defensively for this group, and how do you think this group is sort of forming itself, I guess, around you and sort of slotting in to what you do?
No, definitely. I think, again, like, before coming in, I knew how, like, offensively talented the team was, and you know, I think they've gotten better on defense also, and that's something that for me, I feel like I want us to continue to improve, and I think that fourth quarter was an example of that. You know, a team like Denver that, you know, has the guys that they have, to be able to, you know, we sit down, we defended, everyone was engaged, it was talking. I like Ben coming in, like, you know, bringing us a little bit of energy, like. We're going to need all of that, you know, and I think for me, just also understanding that, like, finding ways to contribute with defense and bring that energy and then rebounding also. So I thought we did decent, and I just think that we got to have those type of moments more often, you know, for us to be able to be special.
You haven't practiced with these guys a lot, and you said you haven't slept a lot. So in those crunch time moments, kind of what are you leaning on to kind of make some of those plays happen and make the right play?
No, I think, again, for me, I think that's the most important, like, which I'm still learning about the team and finding ways when to be aggressive, when to, you know, like, and to me, to be honest, I just read the game. Like, whatever the game gives me, that's kind of like the type of player that I am anyways. I thought in that fourth, you know, like, there's literally like we had wide open shots, and I want those guys to take those shots 1,000 times, you know, like at the end of the day. So I just got to continue to make the reads. And again, for me, when I have 2-3 people on me, like I did most of my job, you know, like at the end of the day. And we're gonna punish those guys next time, you know, if you know the opportunity comes. But yeah, like I just think that it's just a matter of just reading the game.
When you are that close, you have those shots that they don't happen to go in. Do you gain some confidence in just knowing kind of what this can look like when you do get more practice time and gel together?
Yeah, no, for sure. I think we have an opportunity, you know, to be special, and I think it's going to take all of us coming together. Obviously, I'm learning and I'm getting better on my way. Obviously, we don't even have Tyrese yet back, so I think like we have a strong core of people that you know that play hard and give everything, and I think that we can continue to get better as the defense, you know, continue to get better, and I think just me understanding the offense a little bit more, and we continue to get better at that.
Obviously, the first 3 games weren't the result you necessarily wanted, but your first game in Gamebridge, a lot of fans looking for you to sign things like that. What have you felt like just your first game in Gamebridge? How did that feel? Yeah,
no, it's been awesome. I think like the energy, just obviously just my first time here, like just to see everyone, you know, like excited, and you know, I think for me like the most important thing is just seeing kids all excited and wanting me to sign things. Like that's always the thing that gives me like the most joy, to be honest. And to see that, you know, I just you know, I think everyone out there I just want to know that again, you're getting the guy that's gonna come in. I want to give everything. I want this team to be successful, and I'm gonna do everything, you know, in my power to make that happen. And I think, you know, the guys out there in the locker room want the same, and I just want to be a part of that, and just to see the support that I've received so far. And again, I say from the organization, like just from the first day, you know, like my plane landed, you know, like it was just everyone on point. Like I'm getting so much support from everyone, so I'm just so grateful for that. And again, I think those things, you know, go a long way, and I want to feel like a part of this team, and I think that the guys are doing great at make me feel that way.
Awesome. Pascal, around the time when Tyrese was straight here, I asked him something similar. I'll ask you this. What has stood out to you about Rick Carlisle as a coach thus far?
Yeah. Yeah, no, I think he knows his stuff. Obviously, Hall of Fame coach, coached a lot of, you know, great players. And I think for me, just coming in, like I just want to learn. I want to continue to get better. He's seen great players, and you know, like I just want to, you know, just go out there and learn from him. And I like, you know, obviously it seems like he's relaxed, but you know, he wants what he wants, and he's assertive, you know, when he want to get those things done. And for me, I love to be coached. You know, like you know, I want to go out there. I want to learn. I want to get better. I never feel like satisfied or anything. Like, or again, like a coach like him, like he's a Hall of Famer. Like I want to learn from those type of people. And so far he's been like just great, you know, communication, talking to me. Obviously, it's going to take time for me to understand everything, but again, the guys are doing an amazing job of, like, you know, trying to bring me up to speed without, you know, just bombarding me with everything, you know. So yeah, it's going to be a process.
Pascal, I saw you had like posted a video of you like kind of coming to see in the gym before like everything. Was that like today, or when was that?
Nah, that was last night. Yeah, like that was like
how important was that for you, just to kind of see like it's the quiet before the storm?
Yeah, it was great. I think I've played here before, so I kind of know, but I think just a different kind of perspective of everything, and coming in, I just wanted to get like kind of feel of everything, and just know where my new home is gonna be. So like I want to get comfortable as much as I can. It's hard, again. These games are not stopping, you know. So I gotta get acclimated like quicker, and just find ways for us to get wins.
Last one, like, have you had that moment to just kind of realize it's another chapter of this journey? Because Rick talked about, you know, you going from the D League probably when it first was called that to, you know, now being a champion All-NBA, then going to a new team and trying to elevate this franchise. Yeah.
No, I mean, I think it's a good question. Obviously, it's tough because, like I said, the days not stopping and the games are just coming at you, and it's hard to sit back and really think about it. Like I'm in the moment right now, and I feel like I'll probably be in the moment for a while, you know. But I'm grateful, you know. I'm grateful for my journey and where I've been and where I come from. And I think there's a lot of great things ahead. And to be honest, I just want to stay in the moment and continue to live them maybe, you know, a while after I'll sit back and really think about everything.
Let's go back there, because you had 3 terrific hustle plays in a row and were able to cap it off with a lay-in that really got the crowd energized and helped bring you guys back. Can you take us through that sequence from your perspective?
I just stayed ready, and when my name was called, I was already there mentally, and I think my job is to give my team energy and just do whatever they ask from me, and I feel like I did that today. Honestly, we came up short, but it was still good.
Not too much longer than you hit a 3-pointer, and I mean, it felt like the couple of moments where the crowd was at its loudest were on your highlights. What was it like to kind of soak in that moment?
It felt good, especially after that first hustle play. I knew that I can get the crowd into it, and that's what we needed in that point of time, but it's definitely fun.
Rick recently talked about all the time that you and Jairus have spent with the Mad Ants and just everything that you've learned, but the hard work that you've put in there too. Yeah. What's that experience been like for you, and how significant has it been in your own development?
It's been good, and it's definitely helped a lot. It's also good to have a guy like Jairus doing the same stuff that I am, but yeah, I think we're developing the right way and the way that coaches need us to, and it's been good. It's been fun.
You guys have a couple games here, at least without Tyrese, before you hopefully get him back on Sunday. What's going to need to happen these next couple of games against 2 of the better teams in the league to come away with victories without your best player?
We're just going to have to step up and play harder than the other team, and honestly, we're missing our point guard, but that doesn't mean anything. Next man up, and just go out there and have fun and play together.